easy. What I do is get the hard work done first before the test drive. You don't want to test drive to find out that the vehicle doesn't have a strong enough book value and the bank doesn't like it, or there's all these variables besides. There's like so many different things that are relevant on these deals we have to factor in order for me to keep the light green. And really it's down payment and proof of income. Those are the two first steps. And with the proof of income, let's say, what do you make a month approximately? I'm going to try to look up your application real quick too.
I make 17 an hour.
Okay, so
And
at 17,
12-hour shifts.
let's even if we use
12-and-a-half-hour shifts. So
even if we use the 40, let's just say times
yeah.
40 times 52 divided by 12 years, 20. That's $3,000 without your overtime. So at 3,000, the bank's going to say, "Oh, don't let our payment go over 450." And you got $2,000 down, huh?
Oh yeah, that's no problem.
You already worked that out, okay? A lot of times, customer will fill out the application to find out later that they need the money down. So you're one step ahead of the game there, Heather.
I figured I might need it, so.
Well, good for you that you had enough brains about you to realize that you may need some cash down. Yeah. So a lot of times people don't get it. Like, well, there's some, you need to pay for some of this, then they'll do the rest. Okay, so let's see. So 450. How does that feel for you? Is that a comfortable number? Because I have ideas for you. I'd like to explore.
I'd like to stay around the 3.
Okay, so the idea for a new car, is not a good idea. That's a bad idea, right? Brand new car.
Oh yeah, I can't do that.
Okay, like a Kia Soul for $400, something like that, maybe. No, a Soul. No, Fortes are a little higher. Okay, so we'll stick with used, right?
Okay.
It's up to you. I might be able to produce something like that for you. So I just wanted to see, but you have to be comfortable with the payment, because if you're not comfortable with the payment, why should I go forward with that idea?
Exactly.
Yeah. So.
And actually, I'm looking for a truck. I would like a truck.
Well, then you're over 450 typically on any. What kind of truck? Like a regular cab, small little Dakota, 2-wheel drive. Okay, you're hoping for like a. Of course, 4-door 4x4, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so the payment of $300 a month, I probably couldn't even get somebody with 700 FICA credit score a payment of $300 for a 4-door 4x4. Like that's the first thing we're gonna have to figure out. Yeah, like I can.
Okay, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, like mathematically, trucks are big money. They start at $38,000 for a regular cab 2-wheel drive. And when you start looking at 4-door 4x4s, they're $50,000 brand new. And I'm not talking brand new. I'm talking to used ones. So like if you look at our inventory, you'll see that the $15,000 truck is going to have 180,000 miles on it. So what happens is the bank is going, I'm sorry to be the one, but I'm not the type of person to just, oh, come on, we'll get you a truck for $300 a month. I'm not that person. I can't do that to you. I'm not going to sit there and waste your time and get your hopes up. I'm the most real finance manager you're ever going to meet, because I'm not here to I don't want to just waste your time and get your hopes up to let you down. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
No.
That makes sense.
And now if you're okay, because no, I know, but so like the problem lies somewhere between the phone and the chair. I'm just having fun. If you think you could go over 450 to 500, 550 is a more realistic number for any used 4-door 4x4. Now we do have a small balance short-term no hassle loan, that's $79.95 or less. But you're going to have to find something that's up there in the miles in that price point. So like maybe an SUV would be something you'd consider.
Oh yeah, I like SUV.
Then we could try to take it from the best payment approach, to get to 300. I guess I need to find out, like, are you open-minded to going a little higher on the payment to get some with 400, 4x4, even if it's an SUV? Okay, because when you say 300, that to me is a basic 4-door starter car.
Oh God, no.
Okay.
I can't do it.
Okay. Just
No,
I'm just letting you know, you're talking about Chevy Cruzes, you're talking about Fortes, little cars. You're not talking about even a full-size Impala at 300. Okay. So here's what I want to do. So to go, okay, just say 400. Let's just try that number. If you can, take the time to go today. I'm going to give you a $400 payment ratio to follow, a parameter to follow when you're shopping. So I feel like I have better luck producing for the customer when they present to me their top 1, 2, 3 picks out of the inventory following parameters, right? Like, I feel like I have a better chance of marrying the deal with you if I'm not being like, oh, well, here, I can get you this or that. You know, I'm saying, here, show me 2 or 3 vehicles, give me some vehicles, you know, you would consider, and then I'm going to go and crunch the numbers and see which one I can get to work, because some of them aren't going to work because of just the book value alone. That'll kill a deal in a second. You know, so be flexible. Check out like the inventory at BillWalsh.com. I'm going to text you and send you the link and stuff, and that way, and that way you can text me back your wish list if you can, in order of this is what I prefer. Now, don't go over like 13 grand. You know, now 13,000 is the high number. Okay, so when you're looking at a high number, you want to look for the lower miles. Okay, you don't want to find a don't find a $13,000 SUV with 140,000 miles. Find one with 70 or 80,000 miles. You know, at the high number or less. Yeah. So as the miles go up, my friend, you want to make the price go down from there. Otherwise, the payment starts to go in the wrong direction again. So as the miles go up above.
Wonderful. How many dealerships I've been to, and I drove so far, they dragged me all the way there, told me, oh, I've got you approved,
I know how they do it. They don't.
They can't do a damn thing.
No, you're going to want me to make it look harder because I'm going to make it look so easy. so you're going to like, Toby, this is too easy. Just, can you please just make it look a little harder for me? Okay, so I learned finance in Chicago. I had 11 uncles growing up. I grew up in the city. I learned it in Chicago on Cicero Avenue at a place that did 800 cars a month.
Yeah, I lived in the city forever.
Right at Olympic Auto Mall I worked. They spoke 100 different languages. Yep. So that's where I did 5 years, and I've been 10 years for Bill Walsh now. So here in Ottawa. So he's the greatest guy to work for. But I've got a lot of experience. Yeah.
My grandmother, God rest her soul, passed away in 07, but she got every single vehicle from him.
Aww, yeah.
And my grandfather,
They've been
years, they got every vehicle from him.
They're a dynasty dealer. They've been around since horse-drawn buggies on Main Street.
Well, they were just always
Pretty
great.
rare, yeah.
My grandparents never had problems with their vehicles. They never had problems with people being dishonest.
Heather.
They always went back, too.
Heather, I'm trying to see where I found your application. I found Heather Batchelor on August 2nd. It was the last time I got an application from you. So I don't know if you've been looking since then and they just finally followed up with you and you were ready now. But yeah, you've been.
Actually, I've been looking since then, and they just followed up with me, Deanna.
Aww.
She just followed up with me the other day.
Good. So, and then you are ready with the money down, or do you want to wait a little? Do you need some time?
Oh, no, I'm ready.
Okay, go to the website, then I'll send you the link. Text me back some stock numbers, and then I'll go to the next step and start crunching numbers, and then we'll clear everything. And then when you're here test driving, you're in and out in record-breaking time. There's nothing left to do. You're not waiting for us to try to figure it out.
That would be great.
All right, I got your application. You're still on East Railroad Street, right? At Bright Star, you're working? Yeah, Bright Star. And I'm Toby. This is my cell. I'll text you right now.
Okay, honey.
Okay, yep, talk to you soon. Yep, bye-bye. Okay, bye-bye.